Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Etepukuian, right here with you. Now, we are over on Bounding Into Comics. This article by Slade Hale. This dropped on January 23rd. I'm recording it on the 24th, and it'll probably make its way to you shortly thereafter, courtesy of my amazing editor, Goodstuff. Go over and check out his channel and subscribe. Also, his food channel, I'd eat that. Links are in the description. Here we go. The left go mad after Mark Hamill indirectly supports J.K. Rowling. Now, I haven't really weighed in on this because honestly, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. My sisters were more so into that than I was, but I've seen the movies. I know there's a lot of because there's the Fantastic Beasts spin. I've never seen any of those. The main movies, I'm pretty sure I've seen most of them. My son liked them. My wife watched them with him. But point being, this just seemed funny because we've got Mark Hamill, who is, by all accounts, TDS. He's insane. Outside of the role of Luke Skywalker, he's got the Joker voice acting. He's outside of Star Wars, he's made a nice career. But if you see him on Twitter, the guy is just a nut job, completely insane. So let's get into this article a little bit here. And, obviously J.K. Rowling, Team Turf, she is drawn the ire of all the weirdos that use this flag, which I have no idea where this is, but like the meme says, it just, yeah.
I need some coffee.
I am not awake yet, folks. Here we are. Star Wars actor and notorious far-left voice Mark Hamill has earned the left's ire after indirectly and possibly inadvertently supporting Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling, who herself has been a target of left-wing hatred due to reviews on transgenderism, aka mental illness. It all started when transgender English newsreader and television personality India Willoughby. Why do they always pick such stupid names? Like Willoughby's probably her last name. I'm not saying the last name. Like the first name. Name was probably Joseph. And it's oh my God, I want my name to be Constantinople Willoughby. It's shut up. You fucking Fruit Loops, shut up. I need to be named something exotic let's see, letter opener. What? Fucking weirdos.
Jared Ferguson, it's a funny name.
So let's see what this Fruit Loop had to say. I'm more of a woman than J.K. Rowling ever will be. Well, she says citation needed. J.K. Rowling said that, quote tweeted her, and she's absolutely right. India, listen, bud, you're not a female. You never will be. You're cosplaying. You're LARPing right now. That's what you're doing. And the weirdos around you are sycophantic, echo-chambered, hive mind collective drones who only know how to listen, remember, repeat the pre-approved talking points, and that is that you are stunning and brave for saying you're more of a woman than J.K. Rowling will ever be. Actually, no, because she has the correct chromosomes, and you, sir, do not.
No, you do not.
Never one to shy away in the face of such an absurd comment, Rowling channeled her signature wit and replied with her own tweet, reading, citation needed, a reference to claim made without any foundation of evidence. Standing off to the side during the exchange was Mark Hamill, who left a like on J.K. Rowling's reply, which the left quickly zeroed in on. That's how weird these people are. They're waiting to see somebody, he liked a tweet, and all of a sudden it's quick, get him! And they just dogpile. It's hilarious. It is this is such a mob mentality. It didn't take long for Mark Hamill to trend on Twitter, showcasing a mix of extreme radical activist attacks against the actor, probably much like Antifa in Atlanta the other night, while everyone else came begrudgingly to Hamill's defense or pointed out the hilarious irony of the situation. Hamill has forever been one of the loudest and most ignorant leftist voices on Twitter, and now it seems as if his particular chickens have come home to roost. I wonder if it's Foghorn Leghorn. User Master of the TDS, big shout out to Master of the TDS and Writing Raven, chimed in to point out the amusing situation, tweeting, Mark Hamill likes a tweet of J.K. Rowling, and the internet loses their minds as usual, claiming he has done this once before, so it isn't an accident, and he obviously supports transphobia. These people need to go outside more. And yeah, he showed a bunch of the tweets here in data racer style, and it is just as you would expect. Here we go right here. Not Mark Hamill liking transphobia. At least we have Patrick Stewart. At Mark Hamill, why are you hitting the like button for Jake Harris' transphobic hate crusade? What the hell is this, Mark Hamill? Hey, at Mark Hamill, I don't know if you realize that, but that tweet you liked from J.K. Rowling is extremely transphobic. Endorsing that kind of bigoted rhetoric seems extremely out of pocket for you, so before my heart breaks, please tell me that was a misunderstanding or a mistake. Hey, Mark Hamill, it's easy to believe that once was an accident. Twice sees is clearly intentional. If you can't see the transphobia in a world-famous transphobe saying this to a trans woman, I'm kind of lumping one of my childhood heroes in with the rest of the hateful boomersies. Well, she's not a trans woman. She's just a man in cosplay. This is the thing, kids. This is a trans woman? No, this is a man in cosplay. Stop it. You're mentally ill, and you're co-signing to mental illness and you know, pushing it forward. You're giving it a boost. Get your boosters. I don't know. That's good coffee. Let's see. J.K. Rowling is a known transphobe. India Willoughby is a trans broadcast reporter in the UK. JK's response to India here, which you liked, is her being transphobic. Hope you didn't know the context when you liked the tweet, that you'll correct it, please. At Mark Hamill. Look at all these fucking anime profile pictures, too. So you know these are Fruit Loops. As one of your many transgender fans, could you please unfollow J.K. Rowling? For the love of God, Mark Hamill, don't fall down the transphobe cesspit. Please say this is just a crap misunderstanding. You're a good person, Mark Hamill. So it's a light little lesson if you're behind. J.K. Rowling has dedicated her life to a hate fetish against trans people, pretending she's a feminist so she can play the victim while she gets her rocks off. Please don't encourage her. And it just goes on and on and on. And on and on and on. So you can see right there, ladies and gentlemen, the weirdos on Twitter, the mentally ill, they're allowed to tweet. They've been given their phones and they're out frothing at the mouth because Mark Hamill liked a tweet from J.K. Rowling. It's almost as bad as when Dave Chappelle, came out in favor of J.K. Rowling. He included a collage, and we went through that, of typically childish and dishonest on-purpose tweets from voices on the left who routinely view adherence to scientific facts and reality as transphobia. Despite not being able to make a cohesive logical case for their beliefs, the purposeful determination to live in a fantasy world of subjective self-identity continues to take precedence over trying to deal with mental illness and a 40% suicide rate pre- and post-op attached to it. Actually, it's 41%. Because I know that didn't go down because HRT, all that stuff. Really, I have a cousin who's one of these people, and mentally, because she will always be a female, no matter how she, it's sad. It's sad.
A sad situation.
One of the most amusing posts came from satirist Hilaria Bryden Esquire, who tweeted out, I regret to inform you that the like police have discovered Mark Hamill liked a funny tweet. Please redirect your love to Patrick Stewart until further notice. The latter bit was a reference to one of the tweets attacking Hamill, who suggested the community still had radically left Picard actor Patrick Stewart to latch onto for support. And that's clearly a man. Look at that jawline.
It's a man, baby!
For Rowling, this type of flack is nothing new, and she has stood her ground firmly and bravely in the face of it. The results have been incredible, with Rowling netting near universal support outside of the leftist hive mind echo chamber, while the sales of her books have shot up dramatically. As the left continue to try to separate the artist from the art, Rowling's voice has become even stronger. Yes, they are indeed coping and seething and coping and screaming at the moon and licking toilets and peeing themselves because they don't have Donald Trump to ree over anymore. So they needed somebody else, and J.K. Rowling is that person because she, science and facts and, my feelings. These people are insane. These people are absolutely insane. And these are the same people that say they are anti-fascism, yet everything they do implies they use fascist techniques and tactics to, go up against their rivals and their enemies. And this is what we have now. This is why we don't generally have a good discourse between the left and right paradigm, which is made up to fool these smooth-brained simpletons. And it usually does on both sides of the aisle. That's why, I make jokes about this stuff, because to me it's funny as a, more of a, I would say, right-leaning centrist in some scenarios, and then others I'm, like I said, I'm quite socially liberal on some things. So and liberal applies personal liberty. That's the classic definition of it. So, be that as it may, the ire has been raised. Mark Hamill is, like I said, this guy is by all accounts like another just insane leftist, like hard left, Trump derangement syndrome kind of leftist. And they're coming, these other weirdos are, this is you crabs in a bucket, too many piranhas in the tank with a drop of blood in there, and they just go into that frenzy and start eating themselves. That's what's happening. It's doubtful that Hamill will recognize he's part of one gigantic outrage engine where dissent and individualism are despised and ridiculed. It's far more likely he'll bend the knee in short order and apologize for the hurt and pain he caused for simply liking a tweet, reply sent to a gender-confused biological male claiming he is more of a woman than an actual woman. Absolutely. I am waiting for the apology tour by Mark Hamill, because it's going to happen. Time will tell. Regardless, this is exactly the type of cultural fragmentation that we on the conservative side of the aisle, as well as the independent voices and traditional liberals, should exploit through the use of shares and retweets. The more people see the insanity of the fascistic left-wing hive mind, the more unpalatable and loathsome it becomes, which drives support away from it in droves. And that is absolutely correct. Once the insanity is exposed, but this is the thing. The caveat to all this, all these words are fine, they're fine, but you actually have to have people practice this. And I mean, you say, we're fighting the culture war on one hand, and on the other hand, you're turning around and you're giving money to the very people who hate you. So that's a problem. And I'm not talking about the writer of this article. I'm talking about, the culture warriors out there, fighting this big, global corporation by continually giving it money and viewing its products. That to me, folks, is a problem. It's hypocritical, and it's antithetical to, in terms of trying to find the outcome that we want. That doesn't work. For Mark Hamill, this is just long-deserved punishment via unrighteous indignation, even if it will undoubtedly fall on deaf ears. Yeah.
I hear that.
You hear what?
So I'm sure I'll have my share of detractors in the comment section once this video goes up for public viewing. But no, I find this absolutely hilarious. The reactions are just as I would expect them to be. These people are insane. Mark Hamill is going to bend the knee, and if it happens, by the time this video goes up, I'll add on a segment where we go through his Twitter apology tour, or we'll do a follow-up video. So leave your thoughts in the comments, folks. I want to know what you think of this. Are you Team Turf with J.K. Rowling, or are you, you're my viewers. I know where you stand. Just sound off in the comments, because I love to hear from you guys. Even if I don't get back to you, I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Like the video, share it, smash that button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Ding the bell for notifications so you know when we upload a new video like this, or go live with one of our 3 weekly live streams. 5 if you're a channel member. You get the post show for Monday night going in Raw, and Holy Shit News on Wednesday. Big shout out to the crew, the Horsemen, AngelousDraven, ToneDef, Vinnieart, Chris Fisk from the Infinitale Chronicles, and my Wednesday night crew, CJP from Forgotton One Music and Soldier Spirit from Vets Talking, my editor extraordinaire, Goodstuff. I'm Tepokuian from The Place to Be Reviews. Been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one. We are back with an update, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to apologize if I sound a little Bob Dylan-esque. I've got kind of a cold going on. But Mark Hamill, I think I said in the video that I recorded on, it was Tuesday, that Mark Hamill would end up capitulating to the left because these weirdos on Twitter would hound him because you dare speak out against the trans mafia. You dare. Okay, so quick side story on this. I tweeted out, I responded to a tweet by Fight Haven the other day. It had over 40,000 impressions when I deleted it because I got sick of the weirdos and troons and all the other fruit booties in my mentions. And it was funny because they tried to drag me and I still didn't get ratio, not even close. It had 600 some likes and 40 comments. But I mean, I was getting OnlyFans thoughts, cutters, troons, all the pronoun weirdos coming at me, and I just at one point I'm like, I made my point. I can delete this now and say what you want. I don't care. It was just funny. I literally did it as an elaborate troll, and I deleted it. I'm like, I'm done with this shit. It was fucking hilarious. Mark Hamill though, this is a bitch move. This is a bitch move by Mark Hamill. He capitulated. I didn't capitulate. I just said, I'm done. I made my point. I riled up the hive mind. And literally all I said, and I have a screenshot I posted on Facebook, all I said was, that's not a woman, that's a man. And oh my God, did people lose their mind. To bring that into this, you've got what I liked about this exchange was someone speaking their truth to power. Well, first of all, Mark, your truth doesn't exist. There's only the truth. It is unfortunate. Twitter is no place for nuance. It's imperative I make this abundantly clear. I support human rights for everyone, regardless of their gender identity, period. Because J.K. Rowling, he liked and retweeted this right here. J.K. Rowling said, citation needed when India Willoughby said, I'm more of a woman than J.K. Rowling will ever be. And no, you're a man who's playing pretend. That's what you are. You're a man, you're playing pretend, and you expect people to validate your insanity. It's not going to happen. So no, this is hilarious. And what did I say? I said it the other day. I believe I said it on the live streams. Mark Hamill's going to bend the knee, and sure enough, Mark Hamill bends the knee. What do you know? What a shock! Color me surprised, right? That's it. I just wanted to update you on this and go from there. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video. So much more coming up on the channel and over on Camp Crystal Lake. I'm Tepokuian from The Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next one.
It's better to burn out than to fade away. I could do this all. Tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.